Alright, I got my patch panel today right here, and I measured the thickness. The patch panel is 0.084 millimeter. My 22 gauge sheet was 0.073, and my water heater cover was 0.078. So the patch panel is thicker. And the truck body, I also measured a piece of the truck body. This here, that's the painted side, and that's the back side. The black stuff is like a rubber that's stuck in between, and the truck body also measures 0.084, so it matches this patch panel, and this is very rigid. It's much harder than the little 22 gauge crap I was practicing on. I imagine this is going to weld in pretty nice. So I tore into the truck, and the inner body is rusted, but I don't think it's all the way through. It's not too bad, and this, I think I'm going to actually be able to just put a small patch to the end of the rust here. This is about the end of the rust, so it's good here. I can come up to maybe about here, go across to about here, and then come down, and the bottom I might braze it on there instead of trying to tack it or spot weld it and all that crap. It looks like the rust really came from the outside, not the inside. I'm hoping. I think so. I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty sure. This part back here is a separate project. I'm not going to attempt to do that with this. I'm going to get this fixed hopefully, and then work on that later, one at a time. So it's cool. There's a spot weld there I got to grind off. There's one here, one here, one here. This is not spot welded in between. I'm going to try to braze the whole piece across. I like brazing. And we're going to see. The question is, should I just chop all this rubber out or leave it? I don't know. We'll see. Tearing into this, I cut slots, bent it all down. There was rust pouring out of here when I took it out. Here's some pieces on down there. You can see the inner metal. The rust is lighter here. Well, it kind of goes up and then it kind of comes down a little bit. And it's kind of uniform actually, the whole length. But it does look like it tapers off down here. There is rust under here somewhere, well, all around here, but no, I think it was here. So I'm going to come up this way and then go across to down here. I'm going to do this whole section hopefully. So this is it. I cut it out, I did some sanding, took off the tabs at the bottom. Oh, that was smart. It hasn't been the most pleasant job because I'm working kind of stupid, but anyway, it does fit. Looks like it fits pretty good. I got to be very careful massaging it before I get it in there, but it does look to me like it's a pretty good fit, like it can work. I decided to trim along the bottom so there's a little bit of a lip, and then I could either tack it, do some short welds, or I can try to braze it. But to braze it, I got to make sure I clean all this rust off this bottom piece first, which I'm going to try to do now, and then I'm going to try to practice tacking and also welding on this type of the extra metal that I cut away. But I think it's actually pretty hopeful. It definitely will repair that big old rust hole that was there. It's gone. There will need to be work right here. I could probably just paint it and seal it and maybe I'll be okay. Someday I'll probably have to redo that. But one thing at a time, 1 year at a time. We'll try to get this going.